Hello, my name is Dirk and I'm Product Manager at DDM hopt+schuler for switches and encoders. Today I'd like to give you a brief overview about the evolution of big home appliances over the past decades and the concomitant of the relevant HMI solutions and how DDM has followed this evolution. But first, let me give you some interesting information about the home appliances market on the example of Germany. The market for big home appliances, it's a really huge market. Only in Germany, 2.55 million of ovens and 3.3 million of washing machines was sold in 2020, which is a really high number. With big home appliances, the industry generated a turnover from about 9.5 billion euro in 2020, and we still talk only about Germany. Just these numbers shows very well how big this market is and how important. The development in the area of home appliances had already started centuries ago with the first wood-fired stone ovens, over the first electrical oven, which was introduced on the World Exhibition 1893 in Chicago and arrived today at high-end electrical ovens which combine oven, steamer, microwave oven in one single device. Years ago, the kitchen was just a working area where the people prepared the food and sometimes with a small space for eating with the family. A room where the door was often closed for visitors. But in the meantime, the meaning of the kitchen has completely changed. We have open kitchens which are part of the living room. People are proud of a new kitchen and they like to present the new kitchen to others. The kitchen and the devices inside of the kitchen are more and more a kind of status symbol. You can see this kind of transformation also at the home appliances. At the beginning, the main focus was on functionality. Functionality was more or less the only important thing for ovens, dryers and washing machines. But with the increasing importance of the kitchen and the development of displays and the implementation of them into the home appliances at the same time, the home appliances industry was forced to reinvent herself. The home appliance industry faced two new challenges. The first challenge was that the manufacturer of home appliances had suddenly much more electrical parts inside the products, especially for the HMI, the human-machine interface, which makes the complete device much more complex. On the other hand, customers had and have increasing requirements regarding functionality, user experience, design and tactile feedback. These 2 points are still one of the biggest challenges for the home appliance industry. To combine a complex high-end device which fulfills the highest technical requirements with an intuitive, easy-to-use human-machine interface. Because the worst thing which could happen is that the user don't understand how to operate the device to a too complicated and too complex HMI. With the entrance of the first displays into the home appliances, this was also the start of a new chapter of DDM. With help of a display, it was quite easy to give the user information about the temperature, time and other important informations for the cooking, washing or drying process. To operate the display, you need an encoder, and so that was the start for DDM in the home appliance industry. Our 427 2-bit incremental mechanical encoder was the first encoder which found its way into the home appliance industry. The 427 was designed for more than 25 years ago from our engineers and is still one of our most used products and still used in the home appliance industry. The reason why he is still so successful is quite easy explained. From the beginning of the development of the 427, our focus was to create an encoder which is high modular and can be easily adapted to every customer needs. So we were able to build hundreds of different versions of the 427 in the last nearly 3 decades. And his modular system, or better, the idea to be as flexible as possible in one product and provide a customer a lot of different options in one basic design was the base of all following designs and developments of DDM hopt+schuler. Let me quickly explain what does it means. All of our DDM products have a 15-position ordering code. The first 3 digits are the type number of the product. Then we have a hyphen, and with the next 11 numbers options, you can configure your customized encoder from the shelf regarding, for example, torque, shaft, housing design, number of position, and so on. After a few years using displays in the home appliance industry, a new technology was coming into the market, the touch display. To operate devices only with fingers through touching on a screen was nothing less than a revolution. But after the first hype about touch displays, where more or less all manufacturers of home appliances had implemented this technology, this HMI, in their devices, a kind of rethinking started. Especially older people didn't want to use only touch display to operate their device. They were familiar to operate the device by using a knob, and they liked it. Also, especially at the beginning, the touch displays sometimes work not very well, for example, when you have wet or dirty fingers. And from a design point of view, it's quite difficult to generate an interesting, exciting design when you just have a black touchscreen and a stainless steel panel and frame. Therefore, more and more manufacturers decide to combine a touch display with a central knob encoder solution to use the best features from both systems. DDM, with our wide range of different encoders, is a strong partner of many manufacturers of the home appliance industry since decades. And also we, DDM, had to follow the transformation of the home appliance industry and the related HMI systems. The 427 is only one of our mechanical encoders, which is well known in the home appliance industry. Another type is our 512 encoder. He's a very robust type of encoder, and it's able to generate a torque up to 6 Newton-centimeter, which gives the user a strong and clear tactile feedback. And if you don't have enough space on the front side of your PCB, the 512 gives you the possibility to mount it hanging on the back side of the PCB. We are here at DDM always try to improve our products and follow the requirements of our customers and the markets where they are in. I told you a few minutes before that the tactile feedback, the touching point, the user experience of the HMI becomes more and more important, especially in the home appliance industry. But why becomes the tactile feedback, the touching point, such an important role? Let's have a look how people buy a washing machine or oven. They go to an electronic shop, checking some technical details, and then they start to play on the device. They open the door and turn the knob, because there's normally no possibility to make a test wash or a test cook. And if the customer turning a knob and the knob, the encoder, has a bad feeling due to wobbling or scratching, the customer will not buy the device. It doesn't matter how good the device actually is. With this knowledge and our experience, we designed our latest member of the mechanical encoder family at DDM, the 580 encoder. With its optimized detent, shaft wobbling belongs to the past. The 580 gives the user a high-end, high-quality feedback, especially by using big knob, and is so able to transfer the quality of the complete device to the end customer. The perfect encoder for home appliances with big knobs. Beside the tactile feedback, other effects becomes also more important, like for example illumination. Illumination is a very good and easy tool to give the customer some information about, for example, the current status of the preheating process of the oven. When you start the heating process, the color is blue, and if the oven comes closer to the adjusted temperature, it turns to red. This could help a lot to give the user some feedback from the device, also if he's not standing close to the oven. And also here DDM provides solutions to fulfill the requirements of the customers regarding illumination perfectly. But we cannot only implement illumination to our encoders. Also, other electronic solutions could be provided. A good example for demanding customer requirements, which we have already fulfilled, is the 580 as an optical encoder solution. Beside the encoder signal, which is in this case generated optical with a light barrier, a touch sense solution as a kind of a wake-up function is also implemented. That means the switch recognizes if he gets touched on a metal ring, and the display wakes up. And we deliver at the same time also the A-surface part, the visual part, the knob. That is an additional plus for our customer. In the past, he needs at least 3 suppliers for the HMI, one for the encoder, one for the electronic, and one for the A-surface parts. So DDM provides not only the technical solution, we also shorten the number of suppliers, which saves time and cost, the perfect one-stop shop solution. To follow such special customer requirements, we already split years ago our R&D department in a pre-development division and in a product care division, which is responsible for the further development and improvement of already existing products. To have a department only for new special customer requests and projects help us to work as focused as possible on new customer requests and on our new own ideas, like our 590 magnetic encoder. The patent removable 590 encoder is a perfect solution for kitchen hobs. Thanks to a split system of mechanic and electronic, the 590 works through a surface up to 4 mm thickness and is therefore the perfect solution if we talk about cleanability or protection against unauthorized use. And for sure, we have a good and clear tactile feedback and also the possibility for an integrated push function. Before I will come to the end of this brief webinar, I'd like to give you a short sneak peek about 2 new upcoming products. The first is our new 585 high-end optical encoder, which will be probably one of the most robust encoder solutions on the market. With its nickel-plated housing, the 585 resists the most aggressive liquids on the market. His robust design makes him also resistant against mechanical shock and stress. Completed by a lifetime of 1 million rotations and push travels, and of course with a high-end tactile feedback with 0 backlash and detent position, the best solution for professional kitchen appliances. The second one is our new 582 display encoder, which defines HMI in a completely new way. We combine the classic encoder function and the display in one single encoder. And also here, you have a lot of options to create your customized display encoder. You can choose between different displays like rectangular, circular or passive LCD, individual design of the outer ring, torque, illumination and so on. And you can get it also with a Bluetooth or wireless LAN interface. The perfect solution for high-end devices. If you'd like to get more information about the latest updates of the display encoder, our head of R&D, Mr. Jan Steinmann, will hold a webinar about this topic in a few weeks. We will inform you timely. So, that was all from my side today. I hope I was able to give you some interesting information about the home appliances market and how DDM follow with his solutions this transformation of this market over the last decades. If you'd like to get more information about our products or you need support for your customized solution, please do not hesitate to contact us via your sales representative or via our homepage hopt+schuler.com. Many thanks for your time. Take care.